There we go. Check the PC side, make sure everything's popped off. Notifications. Alright. Let's see something real quick. Okay, so that. Okay, so I guess it actually fixed itself, which I was assuming. I was assuming everything. So for those that don't know what the hell I'm talking about, yesterday, which was uh, May the 8th, there was a little bit of situation that was going on with Discord. Um, I think there was like a lot of API. I think there was like a lot of API errors and shit, and like um, some of it resulted in like people not being able to like log in on Discord. And others kind of like that were signed in and everything. They made it to where like they couldn't be able to like send messages or do much else really. And sorry if you hear me double there for a moment. So my little things I like to be able to do, where like I check my stream and everything. But anyway, so yeah, everything seems good. Bots done their thing in the chat. Bots have done their stuff on the Discord. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, as always, everyone, heyo, Buffalo Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome back to yet another installment of Shoot 'em Up Saturday, where I usually do some FPS games on Saturdays during my week of streaming. And today I figured I'd go back and play some more classic Doom 2, but with a little bit of a twist. The twist being this mod that I'm using that you see before you. This is a little this is a little like page thing for it. It's called Doom Weapons Overall, and this is Doom 2 version because I think the same person who did this also uploaded a variant for Doom 1. So basically, as you can see, from the top of the description thing, the mod intends to make Doom more action focused and make the weapons smoother. Basically, like making the weapons have a bit more to them, and all that stuff. Um, yeah, there's definitely some things kind of listed here. So, like in like the first part, refined fist made pistol shoot much faster while adding unused sprites, which you can technically see if you look at the image there. Made shotgun pump faster, made changes to the SSG, and seen in more epic SSG, apparently. BFG now melts through everything, just don't shoot at the point blank. Basically meaning don't be near your BFG ball when it explodes because it does splash damage. Increased chain gun rate of fire, reduced plasma rifle cooldown, chainsaw is faster now, and added Pluie, whatever the fuck that is. But anyway, but I will say though that I do like the mod very much because, like, if you want to have like, because like if you wanted to have like the what is it, the if you wanted to play around with like the classic weapon, the classic Doom weaponry, but have a little more, have a little more to them than that, then this would be like the mod for you, especially for the SSG, which you're probably seeing in this playthrough. So I don't normally do this a whole lot, but what I did was I kind of made it to where everything was kind of like like classic and retro-y looking. So for one, I have the full view HUD up, or the screen size to show the full view HUD. Um, I use the original preferred soundtrack, and I made the resolution scale be original, because fuck it, why not? And I believe question mark that I might be playing on like either Hurt Me Plenty or Ultra Violence, but I believe I have like multiplayer item stuff enabled, so it has like like more weapons and places that you normally see in co-op, possibly like more and possibly like more enemies to deal with as well. Which if you don't see one right there. So yeah, you can probably tell by some of the stuff right away, especially like I said with the SSG. Like the SSG allows you to build fire much faster and everything, which is pretty good. And yeah, there's a big old cyber demon that's in the middle of the of the circle thing, which is not normally known to be there. But if you're playing co-op, then chances are it actually is there. Let me quick save here. Get the arch battle out of the way. Alright, so far so good. Nice. Okay. Ow. I'll check every little bit and piece. So funny enough, like I actually didn't know about this little secret right here. Like I don't know if it's like just here, or for like you have, or if you have to like trigger something. But like whenever I was kind of like whenever I just kind of got on here and was just playing around a little bit. Even like I didn't really do much out of it, but like I was just playing around a little bit and I saw this little opening. I'm like, hey, what's this? And then you go here. You get stocked on rockets. You be able to come up here. I should probably actually get the bridge thing taken care of first. Okay. Howie. Yeah. Like now I'm gonna have a little bit of peace. Sorry, had to adjust my headset a little bit. Now I don't know 100% for sure on this, but I kind of feel like one of the things they did with BFG, I feel like one of the things that was done with BFG in this was it kind of makes me think of the I want to say like the modern BFG. Also, random little telefrag on the imp. Yeah, I definitely would say like I do like this weapons mod a lot. If I could ever be able to get Onyx to to play some Doom, some classic Doom with me and everything, then the one thing I would suggest for us to try and do is try and play like classic Doom with this mod, even with like like Doom 1 variant. Hey, I couldn't see. I was trying to get like the fucking like a chain gun or something. Yeah. Okay, quick save here. That's one way of doing it. Hate the implementing tall monsters bullshit. Okay. We're gonna go here. Supercharge. Okay. Now normally this is actually where I probably would stop, you know, because I've been kind of doing a bit of a thing as of late where it's like, oh, I'm going to stop at like, you know, these little like intermission things. You know, it's kind of funny, but like I remember one time when I think like when I was doing my PC streams, and I was doing like the PlayStation Doom stuff. I think if I remember correctly, I think like someone commented on one of those VODs where I think they said something like, "You sound just like the you know the guy who would who would narrate that stuff." Let's see. So you have won. Your victory has enabled humankind to evacuate Earth and escape the nightmare. Now you are the only human left on the face of the planet. Cannibal mutations, carnivorous aliens, and evil spirits are your only neighbors. Sit back and wait for death, content that you have saved your species. But then, Earth Control beams down a message from space. Sensors have located the source of the alien invasion. If you go there, you may be able to block your entry. The alien base is in the heart of your own hometown, or home city, and not far from the starport. Slowly and painfully you get up and return to the fray. Alright. Met 12 of the factory. So because this is a new little thing, what I always do is I make like a new hard save. Just for like backup purposes and all that stuff. And of course, like I utilize the and of course, every now and then I might utilize the I was about to say, like, I might, sometimes, like, I might utilize... And sometimes, like, I might utilize certain things or what have you. do splash damage on your enemies. So yeah, I would advise not trying to chainsaw an Arachnotron because they could be hard as fuck to go and get into a chainsaw stage. Like, yeah, like they can literally be a pain in the ass to try and get into a fucking chainsaw state, like they get all stun locked and whatnot. Let's see. Okay. That was an owie. Got scratched up the bejeebus, in fact, son. Much as I want to be OG, like, I don't think I can. That was acceptable. I'm gonna save it for right now. You know, I see the Mancubus from Mancubi, and I'm reminded of a thing that I'm reminded of something I'm reminded of some old videos that I watched a while back. I think there's actually like 2 videos that come to my mind. So, I think the first video that came to my mind was, what does the Mancubus, say, whenever it spots you. Because I think like famous Doom tuber Decino was doing like a thing of like what you know, like what about like the about like the source of all the sounds and everything like that came from Doom. And I think like there was like and I think there was like this one part where it was talking about the Mancubus. I think it was like talking about the Mancubus where it's like what is it? There was where it was like what does it say whenever it spots the player? Because some have said some have theorized. I think even John Romero also kind of said that this was like the thing where it's like it says mana blah 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 or something along those lines. Um, and then other people have kind of speculated that that the Mancubus was kind of like Pokemon where it would say its own name. Excuse me. Goddamn. Where it would be like a Pokemon and like it's just saying its own name like Mancubus, you know. Um, and then I think like there's like the third. I want to say there's like the third theory that the Incubus was saying like hump your mom. Well, oh no that was something else. I think like the hump your mom sound quote unquote was supposedly based on the sounds of like when it's about to fire at you, like you know about to attack you. What the fuck does that do? Yeah, it's been some pretty funny stuff overall. You know, been some pretty funny stuff involving like the Mancubus. And then I think like and then I think like the other videos I saw, it was actually involving like Dude Nukem 3D sounds. Yeah, I think it was involved with Dude Nukem 3D sounds and like one of the source material things was involving like where the sound of the Octobrink comes from. And apparently from and apparently from and apparently from what was like shown and tested and whatnot, um, the Dr. Brink sound comes supposedly from Elmer Fudd saying quiet, which I don't know if I can be able to. I know I'm not gonna like be able to like you know have a video show on, but maybe if I can get lucky, I can you know find the video of it itself, which I still thought was pretty funny even to this day. Hmm. Let me do this real quick. So yeah. So yeah, basically it's like Elmer Fudd supposedly was like the contributor to the Incubus Pain sound, and like it all, and I was like, and like it also was the sound of the Octobrain as well. I look up at the ceiling. You know, one thing I've been curious about. Uh, Supposedly there might be like a thing. I don't know if it's really true or not. But supposedly there's like there might be like a supposedly like red key or something like that in this level, but I don't really know. Alright, downtown. Give me a sec. Alright. Are we? Thank you for presenting yourself to me so I can queue. You did. I so love it when demons like to be good sports. God damn it. I went too far back. Ow. Hello again. Squish. It's like, yow. That hurt like a dickens. I'm gonna do. Oh, both sides. I was gonna say like a trend. The reason to come, to go down the whole area. think homeboy's stuck here. See if we can get some fireballs to take it out. There we go. I think that'll make like a nice little clip if anyone wants to do that. Okay. Somebody's opening shit. Go that way. Let's check something real quick on the PC side. Flabby TY Cav Barnes. That's a mouthful of a name, but thankfully Seriebot managed to get them before they could post your shit. Because usually when something like that happens, that's usually one of those follower bot links. Like best viewers, go here. Thankfully, I got the computer area map, so I can know where to go. beaten this game so many times I can use a little bit of a cheat here and there. I can cheat anytime I want to. I can use anything I want to for this little thing. Didn't mean to fire. Okay. One more for the road, because why not? Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to try and see about doing stuff and things, and I'm going to try and get to like at least to do the secret levels. Like I'm probably going to like do a little thing of like completing the secret levels, and then that's probably how I'm actually going to end, because I don't know, this might be a bit of a short-ish type stream. So I am dead. surprised you were able to live from that. Alright, let's... A blue skull key in hand, excuse me. I was supposed to say, like, red, we already got red. I know my colors, I swear. Okay then. Some beach. Wait, really? But okay. Back on the things, yeah. Let's see here. Dick. Oh. I didn't actually know that there was like a little elevator thing. Alright. Level 15. Industrial Zone. So, the thing about this level is that it houses the secret exit. So for those that don't know, in Doom 2, there are 32 levels. There's 30 normal levels and 2 secret levels. And the way to get to the secret level, the first secret level, the way to get to the first secret level is through this level in particular. Okay. I love this VSGs so much. I love it so much, but I just wish that, you know, you could go to fire at close range. You know, it made me fall. Okay. There it again. Okay, so we got the yellow key, which is the one, which is like the main little ingredient that we needed. So now I'm now trying to like piece this together. I'm trying to like piece it together from memory. So I believe what happens is that I believe that like we go to like this one little particular spot. It's gonna be like a button that we have to hit. But then I think after that we have to run around in the like the hot pit, if you will, and go find this opening. Go find this one opening to yeah, we have to go find this one opening that wasn't open, that wasn't known to be open before. Oh, excuse me. And then I believe like we have to kind of like walk all over the trigger platform thing, and then we go to the yellow area, and there'll be like a special little wall that opens up. So we gotta like land on this little on this little thing right here. I was expecting a fucking shotgunner right there. Damn it, I was on it, and then I fucking... Think I was on it, and then I fucking fell off it. There we go. Alright, so go through here. Alright, now go back through here. Get that if we can. We're actually going to go over here now, because that's where the yellow door is at. Well, yeah, what actually is it? Yeah. Alright, so go through here, open up that wall will be opened up, and you will go here to the secret exit. The Wolfenstein, or Wolfenstein, however you want to call it. Congratulations, you found the secret level. Looks like it's been built by humans rather than demons. You wonder who the inmates of this corner of hell will be. Alright. So yeah, welcome to map 31, which is called which is known as Wolfenstein. Basically, in a nutshell, this is like a bit of a recreation of the first level of episode 1 from Wolfenstein 3D. But there are slight little changes to it. Like for one, like if you've ever seen like the original level and everything like that, you'll notice that like everything's much bigger. And this is where you get introduced, and this is where you this is the level where you pretty much first encounter the Nazis or the SS guards. Also been like now the thing is that in a lot of the re-releases of Classic Doom, there's been known to be like some changes with the Wolfenstein levels. Like I think like in the original Xbox version or something like that, Wolfenstein and Gross, or I think it's called like Keen or like I think it's like I can't remember the name. But I can't remember off the top of my head. But I think it's like this level on that one port would be, I think it's like IDKFA or something like that, where basically it's like a little reference. It's basically like a reference to id Software's, one of id Software's cheat codes. And then the other one would be Keen, which would be Gross and everything, and it would have like and like in that port in particular, all of the Nazi symbolism stuff was taken out, so it kind of made things look a bit bland. And instead of the Nazi enemies that you like encounter here, you would face like a whole bunch of zombie men. But I guess, and I'm saying this like as a guess, but I guess somewhere along the way they were able to like kind of come to somewhat of an agreement or something like that, to where it's like, oh, we'll change the Nazi symbolism stuff to be sold in the likes of Germany. Nice. And yeah, all the demons pretty much are like kind of like are like representing the doggos. And this is a little something I got added in for this little secret level, which is not well, this little part in particular. It's not known to be in the original Wolfenstein level. Yeah, and yeah, this is I guess this is like another little infamous thing about this level. So I think there's like maybe like a couple of pinkies that are like spawned on top of each other, and because of that they can't build them really move. And so you have like this little and so you have like this little weird like I guess you say like visual effect type thing going on. I'm just gonna just leave them be. I'm gonna leave them be because they can't do jack shit. But other than that though. But other than all that though, you know, this is that one level where you can go get plenty of bullet ammo. Hey, let's go take at least I took out a good portion of the Nazis with VOG shot. They made me fire double there. Sensitivity in this controller, man, so you what? Alright. I'm gonna open up a secret inside of a secret, inside of a secret type thing. Because this is normally how you would go to the secret level of episode 1, but in this case, it's gonna be a little bit different. Wolfenstein Gross. Congratulations, you found the super secret level. You'd better blaze through this one. Okay, so with this level in particular, this is pretty much like the final level of episode 1, where you would face Hans Gross, hence the name. But because there's no real other Wolfenstein enemy other than the SS guards, you face something much different. Okay. Even though this ain't normally known to be a thing, but in the 4 little corners, there are some hidden little goodies that you can go to get. And what would normally happen is, normally what would happen is, once you would defeat Hans Gross, you'd get a key. And I think it's like, you open up this little door, and then you open up this door, and you'll be able to have freedom. But in this case, it's really different. These are hanging commander keys. A little bit of a reference, a little Easter egg reference thing. And yeah, what you have to do is you have to kill all 4 hanging keys to open up the exit thing. And yeah, that's how we are going to end for today. Cause like I said, it was probably gonna be like a bit of a short stream, but I kind of wanted to at least get to the secret levels, play them, and then go from there. So yeah. Yeah, we are going to end, and we are going to try and raid, because I like being able to raid people after my streams, whether it be during my normal time frame, or excuse me, or at random time outside the raid. So if I sound a little weird there, I had something on the tip of my tongue I was trying to get rid of. Okay. See, I might see about reading to this person, since they haven't been live for that long. Doing a little bit of just chatting, I think. See. Alright, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to raid into this person or not, but, you know, we're gonna just, you know, give it the old college try. But beforehand, before, you know, we try and do this raid and everything, I just want to say, as always, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. I really and truly appreciate it. My next planned stream, if everything goes well, will hopefully be sometime tomorrow, aka Sunday. I'm probably going to be doing some stuff in GTA Vice City. More likely, I'm going to be trying to, you know, find all of the, try and find a good portion of the secret packages and everything like that. Before I even think about, you know, continuing along with the main story. So it might be about like a bit of a controlled type of day or something like that. I don't know. Or I might, you know, change my mind on something like that. You know, we'll see. But yeah. Alright, looks like we can do the ting. So yeah. But if you enjoy, yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw today though, and you watch this on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you want to follow me anywhere else online, you know, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, and all the usual good stuff. You know, you can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky as well. And until I see you on the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.